This conference will
eligibility.
now be recorded.
Today we will see a little bit about eligibility events and how an EDI file will be constructed. Okay. So this eligibility events which we are talking, it's more or less it's common to Facets and healthcare world as well. Okay. When I say events means a set of action or something is happening or something is happening from or moving from its current state to another state. Okay. So this eligibility event is more or less with it's related to membership enrollment. Okay. When a member is getting enrolled, okay, there are four standard eligibility events happens throughout the life cycle of the member. Okay. Consider that an EDA 834 file is coming into UHC. Okay. For all our example, let's consider UHC as our health insurance provider. Okay. Okay. An EDA 834 file is coming. Okay. This file contains membership information. When I say membership information, it has all the membership information. Say, for example, it may have an fresh enrollment, or it may have an change enrollment, or it may have an truncate event. So those kind of things are happen. Okay. The first and foremost eligibility event is called as select event. Okay. Whenever in any interviews they will ask what is eligibility events and what are the events, okay, you have to say it in an order. Okay. The first and foremost event is called as select event. Select event means a member who is getting enrolled into the system for the first time. He is selecting a particular plan or product. Unless a member is not selecting a plan or product, there is no need for a health insurance company to have his data inside their system. Correct?
Okay.
Say, for example, you are subscribing Netflix. Okay. Unless you are selecting a plan or unless you are subscribing Netflix, there is no need for Netflix to have your data in their system. Correct?
Yes.
So same way, the first and foremost event is select event. Okay. This will mostly happen only for the fresh enrollment. Fresh enrollment, the first time only. It happens only once. It happened only once. Okay.
What happens if the person wants to change the plan next time?
Yeah, coming.
Okay.
Coming there. So the next event is called as change event. Okay. Change event means a person changing from plan A to plan B. Okay. It's as simple as that. Got it? The next event is terminate event. Terminate event is that member is going out of the plan or out of the network or ending subscription or whatever it is. Okay. This may happen, the relationship between the employer and the employee breaks down. Consider that my employer is sponsoring me in the health insurance plan. From my salary, the premium has been deducted and it has been given to the health insurance company. Say, for example, I'm resigning from my current organization. So, in the EDA file, with my information, the health insurance company, the employer will send, okay, this so-and-so person is getting terminated. Okay. So, terminated means there will not be any link between myself and the employer or myself on that plan after the particular date. So this is called as terminate event. The next is called as reinitiate event. Reinitiate is the member is again coming to the plan. Yeah, sorry.
Instate, no? Yeah.
Okay, I'm bad at spelling.
No, because I know that word reinstate members.
Okay. How you know that?
I know the reinstate member.
That's fine. How you know that?
Like I read in Facets.
Okay.
So like in that.
The another thing is that
in one bad job, it checks if the member is reinstated or new member, and then if reinstated, it will check the history and all. Yeah.
Okay. The next event is called as, whenever they say these are all the 4 key events, okay? Okay. There is another event called as separate or separation. This event will occur when any of the dependent is crossing age 21, so that they will not be covered under the parents' health insurance plan. Say, for example, for a family of 4, husband and wife, or the husband is a subscriber and rest of the members are dependent. Their child is growing up. Once it has reached or once it has crossed the age of 21, systematically they will not be covered under the part of their parents' health insurance, unless or otherwise they have some special conditions or special needs. Okay, so automatically the health insurance company or the separate event kicks in once the dependent reaches the age, once the children reach the age of 21. Okay. So the next is called as Corba select and Corba reinitiate.
But
you know what is meant by Corba?
Just a second. We talked about the separate events, right? So according to this, after 21 they cannot be given insurance.
Yeah.
Right? But according to the Affordable Care Act that Obama brought in, it states that 26 years and below, if they are unemployed, they can avail their parents'
insurance. Even though the age may be different, okay, as I said earlier, only these are all the 4 common events which they were looking for. Okay. Mostly this won't occur at all. I haven't come across any separation event in my work experience, but I know there is an event called a separation event, but it very rarely occurs.
Can you once describe the reinstate event?
Okay. Say for example, a member is getting terminated on 2018 December, he is terminated from plan A. Okay. After some time, after a year or after 6 months, the member is again getting enrolled into the same thing. Okay. At that time, they won't go in for a fresh select event. What they will do is they will just reinitiate the same event. And that's it. There will not be any select event in between.
Okay.
You are getting it?
Does it have any time gap or he can come back?
No, there is no time gap.
Okay.
Unless or otherwise he is falling under same group or same plan, he can choose the reinitiate event. Okay, so far so clear?
Yeah.
So you know about the Corba law?
No.
Okay. Corba law is that, say for example, my employer is terminating me now. Okay, it is not that. Say for my example, my last working day is March, this March end. Okay, it is doesn't mean that after March I can't go to any health insurance or I don't have any coverage. Okay, there is some kind of a notice period. Say for example, 2 weeks or a month. I'm not sure about the window period. Until of that window period, I'm eligible to get coverage from my health insurance plan, even after my employee terminates me.
Okay.
I can may say for example until June I'm able to get coverage until I'm finding a new job, or there is a window period where I can find a new job and get into a new employer's health insurance.
Okay.
Okay, this is called as Corba Select and Corba Reinitiate. You can consider this as your exercise. Your assignment. You can dig in what is meant by Corba. Okay, in it you have a lot of things. Okay.
Okay. What does that word Corba mean? I mean, how is it?
I think simple Google will do, I guess.
I mean, does it mean something, or it's just
Cobra, sorry.
Cobra?
Yeah, sorry. Cobra. You can do it as a part of your assignment.
Sure.
Cobra. Okay. So far so clear?
Mm-hmm.
Now let's construct an EDA file. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In EDA file, there are two things. One is called as keyword and other is called as values. It is self-explanatory, I believe. Keywords means which is having a predefined meaning. Okay. Values means what value it has. Consider that as you are filling a form. Name, age, gender, address. These are all the keywords. Okay. What you're going to fill against those things are called as values. Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in EDA files, a keyword is followed prefixed with at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And there is something called as delimiters. Delimiters means which separates one keyword from another keyword. Like say for example, a comma or a semicolon or pipe delimiter. Okay.
Okay.
These are all the key things which an EDA 837 file will, EDA 834 file will have. Okay. Let's construct an EDA 834 file for a fresh enrollment first. Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. 1 second. Okay. First we will name the file. Okay.
Okay.
As I said, the file name should be it must be something meaningful. Okay. Let's say that when I say EDA file, let's consider that our company is Amazon. Amazon is sending this EDA file to UHC. There are two classes of employees. Okay. Class A and class B. Okay. Class A employees can select plan A. Sorry. Plan, say for example, any good word? Consider plan 1.
Mm-hmm.
Plan 1A. It's considered plan 1A and plan 1B. Okay. Class B, they can select plan 2A, plan 2P. Okay. Consider this have less coverage. I mean more coverage. So less coverage. Let's see. Manager and go. Plus we go manager. Okay. Let's consider that. This first name is written underscore UHC underscore EDA underscore 834 underscore. Let's give today's date. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
March 3, 18, 2019 dot txt. Okay. The EDA file will be of text file format. Okay. Now any EDA file will start with the keywords start and end. Okay. I said that this particular EDA file will be sent by Amazon and will be read by and processed by UHC system. When I say UHC system, the automated jobs or automated system of United States Cap. Clear? Hello?
Yeah. Hello, I can hear you.
Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So consider that if UHC system is received this file and it started to read the file. Okay. When it is reading the file, the first and foremost thing it will check for whether that file is having start or end. Okay. If it is not there, it will error out. It will send an trigger stating that I can't process the file for so and so reason. Okay. Also, the number of starts and ends, mostly there will be only one start and one end for then EDA in one single EDA file. Okay. By mistake, say for example, it has two starts or it has two ends or it has more than one start. Either way. Okay. These are kind of technical validations. If those technical validations fail, it will not further process the file.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So consider that our file is having start and end. One second.
I mean, by start you mean the word start?
Yeah. One second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you remember in one of my lectures, I would have said how the member is related to a group or subgroup kind of thing. You remember?
Yes.
Okay. To enroll the member into the system, into the UHC database, they need to know the whereabouts of who is sending this file. Apart from this the naming convention, inside the file we need to know, okay, what is the group name, what is the group ID, what is the plan ID. Okay, nothing. I'm just going to put the same things which we have here inside the file. Okay. Okay, now we are going to build a file for our understanding. This is not the exact way in which the EDA834 file will look. Okay, I'm just rephrasing it for our better understanding. Okay. Some of the keywords may be different, or some of the sections may, some of the things which we may leave it out. Okay. But on a nutshell, this is how the skeleton of the EDA file will be there. Okay. Let's first understand that, and then we will slowly build a pillar on that base. Okay.
Okay.
So the first one in our example, let's consider that the file is having group name. Group name is Amazon. The next thing, what is the group ID? This group ID is something that this UHC would have said to Amazon earlier that, boss, whenever this is the group ID, if you are sending your employees information, please have this group ID mentioned in the EDA file. Okay.
Okay.
So the group ID is considered 222. As I said, plan ID, we have a lot of plan ID. Plan 1A, plan 1B, plan 2A, plan 2B. Okay. The next thing is, also we have same goes for classes as well. Class equal to class A, class B. Okay. The next thing we have is class B. Sorry, class, which starts with class A. Okay. In class A, next is plan ID. What are the plan IDs we can have?
Plan 1A, 1B.
Mm-hmm.
Class A is 1A, 1B.
Okay, let's start with plan 1A. Okay. Let's consider our delimiter to be semicolon. Okay. I forgot to have this. Delimiter means it separates one keyword from another keyword. Okay.
Other keyword, yeah.
Okay. So the next thing we have is employee first name. Okay. Now before going that, if Amazon is sending the information to UHC stating that, okay, the so and so person we recruited newly, you just enrolled, we are sponsoring the health insurance for him. You need to enroll him into the system and provide the health insurance. Okay, this is what Amazon will sell to UHC. Okay, so to have those details, to have that individual details, these are the details the employer's responsibility need to send it to United Healthcare. First thing will be employee first name equal to John. Equal to Matthew. Okay. Next thing will be date of birth. Okay. The next thing will be address. For our to cut short it, I'm just giving XXX over here. Okay.
Okay.
Next thing will be address. Next thing will be next thing. As I said earlier, let's consider that this is the first. This is a fresh enrollment of John Matthew with respect to Amazon healthcare UHC. Okay.
So the first and foremost event will be
Select event. Okay.
for our best understanding. Let's have it in this way. Now it makes
More sense, I believe.
okay. We have a person called as John Matthews. His details. What he is doing, he is enrolling
First into a health insurance plan. This is the first time he is getting enrolled.
Okay. Right here. Yeah,
this makes more sense. He belongs to a group called as Amazon. The group ID is 222. He belongs to a class A employee, and this is the first time he is getting enrolled into plan 1A. Okay.
Okay.
And the another key important fact is effective date.
Mm-hmm.
Effective date means from when he is enrolled into that plan. Okay. For our example, let's consider that from 1/1. Don't get confused with the we are having a name like this one. Okay. Okay. For our understanding, let's rename the file as well. Okay. On on February 1st, Amazon is sending this information. Okay. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And the next thing is termination term date. From when
to when. Let's consider that Amazon is giving him some 6 years contract from December 2025.
Okay. This is how a single record in an EDA file will look like.
Okay.
Got it? Clear?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now
let's enroll in when
the IT system of the NHS Healthcare starts to read this file, right?
Mm-hmm.
As I said earlier, it will check for start and end. Okay.
Okay.
And the next thing is it will validate. Say for example, except the group ID, rest of the things are mandatory. Okay. If any one of the field is not there, it will simply reject that record.
Okay.
It will say that I couldn't read this record, so and so reason. Okay. Also, say for example, if Amazon is not sending the group name properly, say for example, only it has only AM. The system, the Unity Healthcare system will read that file, and when it try to match that number and when it try to put it into that particular database, it will not see, it don't know what is meant by AM. Okay. In its own database, it doesn't have a group called as AM. So it will reject this record saying that this particular record, this is the error reason. When I say it will reject, it will have the clear error message either in the form of error file or in the form of log file. Okay. Somewhere or other, it will have the clear description of why this so and so record has been errored out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So far, so clear?
Yes.
It also validates for other logical things like if birth date is not correct, or say for example the termination date is and this is also incorrect, right? He is effective in 2015, but he got terminated in 2005.
Mm-hmm.
This is also incorrect, right? This is illogical, right?
Yes.
So it will validate for those kind of stuffs as well.
Okay.
Okay, so far so clear.
Yes.
Now let's
enroll another member in the same EDA file. Okay, in a single EDA file, there can be n number of members can get enrolled. Okay.
Okay.
Now let's see. It will have the same template. Okay. Let's have the first name as Ronald, last name as Rodrigo, date of birth is September 11, 1990. 1990. Address XSS, group ID, and he belongs to class B, and he is also getting select, but he is getting enrolled to plan 280. He is getting effective from. Okay, let's consider the same effective date. And he is say for example he is getting effective from 2022. Okay, this is another record. Got it? So what it will do is that the program will see whenever it encounters the keyword as employee first name, it will consider that as a new record. Okay. It will start. It will first. It will open the file. It will check for start and end. It is there. So then it will look for at employee first name. Okay. Once it is there, until or otherwise it is finding a next employee first name, it will consider all the records belong to the employee first name, John.
Okay.
Clear so far? You are getting it right?
Yes.
Okay. Say for example, by error, it has employee underscore first underscore name equal to okay. Now what it will do is that it will start reading employee first name here. It will read all the records till term date, and it is finding the employee first name here. So till the one keyword before this employee first name, it will consider all the values it had read so far belong to John.
Okay.
Okay. Now here it sees employee first name as Rahul, but it is not able to find that particular process is not getting the other related expected mandatory fields. Okay. So what it will do is it will simply reject this record, and it will move on to check where the next employee first name is there. So in the next employee first name, it finds Ronald. Until or otherwise it finds the next employee first name, or it meets the end. Whatever the record it is getting reading, it is related to Ronald. Got it?
Okay. Yeah.
So far so clear?
Yes.
Any doubts so far?
No.
Okay, let's take some 5 minutes break. Okay. Okay. Hello.
Yeah. 5 minutes break.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay. So now let's consider that this John Matthew guy is getting promoted. Okay.
Okay.
Promoted to some manager level designation. Okay.
Okay.
So for example, that is happening after 6 months of time. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, this guy Ronald Rodrigo got terminated. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So after 6 months, Amazon is sending another EDA file.
Nandakumar, 1 second. Just a second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. This is happening after 6 months, so it will be 8. So we are having a start, we are having an end. For ease of use, I'm just copy pasting the same thing. Okay. Now this guy is got promoted. So what are the changes we need to do? Sorry, only this guy is, he is from plan B, right? Okay. Let's consider, for example, Ronald is got promoted to manager and above designation. Okay. Now what are the things we need to change?
His class changes.
1 second, let me change that. Okay. Then
Okay. And his eligibility event will change to change.
okay.
His plan ID changes.
Okay.
And his effective date will change and term date will remain the same.
Exactly. So the effective date will be changed to stating from out of 6 months, right? Consider that from effective from 7/1/2019, he is eligible to get enrolled into class. Since he had moved to class A, he is getting. Once again.
Yeah.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So from effective from June 1, 2019, sorry, July 1, 2019, he will be entitled to have that class play. He will be enjoying the benefits of in a higher level of coverage of from class A of plan 2A. Got it?
Okay.
Okay. Now consider this guy John Matthew is getting terminated.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the things we need to change?
Eligibility event will change to terminate.
Mm-hmm.
And effective date will be from the date he's been terminated.
Okay. Consider that from effective from 7/30. I think July has 31 days. He's getting terminated. Okay.
Okay.
Now you may ask a question: how this terminate date can be still remain? Okay.
Yeah.
The thing is that the process it's reading right. It has the event as termination, when it encodes the termination event, it will consider only, or it will take the input of only the from when it is getting terminated. Whenever you read the terminus effective date, you need to correlate with the eligibility event. Say for example, here that member is getting enrolled into a plan from when? From 1/1/2019. The same goes for here. Here the member is getting terminated. From when he is getting terminated? 7/31/2019. Okay? Sorry, it's considered the same date. 7/1/2019 he is getting terminated. So once the system knows that he got terminated from 7/1/2019, there is no need to consider this particular date. Okay, this doesn't make any sense for the system. Okay, same way here, if you read the word as change, you need to correlate with the effective date as 7/1/2019. From 7/1/2019, he is encoded to be changed to plan 2A. Got it? This is the very basic level, or the skeleton of the EDA 837 file. Sorry, EDA 834 file. This is how the EDA 834 file will be constructed at the employee side, and they will send it to the health insurance company. Once the health insurance company has received that file, it will start looking for the it will do the technical validations, then it will do the logical validations, and then it will put into its database. Okay. Now let's slowly touch into the Facets system. You know about SQL tables and joins?
SQL tables and joins,
yeah. Have you worked in Excel?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So consider that the tables which we are going, consider that those are all it's a kind of tables having some rows and columns, having some logical definition to it. Okay. Now here, if you see, we have in this enrollment field, we have the group information.
Okay.
And then we have class information. And then we have plan information. And then we have subscriber information. We are not going into the member part. We are just sticking into subscriber information. Okay, we have subscriber address.
Name.
Okay. Once again. Okay. Now we have. Then we have list of eligibility events. Okay. So far we have these informations in the EDA 834 file. Okay.
Okay.
In Facets, I'm going to name you the table names where these informations are in. Facets have n number of tables. Okay. We need to name each table has its own name and its own business logic behind it. You need to know the tables names and the business logic behind it, so that you will correlate the tables and you will answer the business question. You can't have all the information in one single table, right? It will be like huge. Okay. So in one place it will have one information, in one place it will have another information. Okay. So for example, you are into a library. Okay. You need to know a particular concept. Okay. It is in half physics and it is related to half mathematics. What you will do, you will go to a mathematics section and you will get that book, and you will go to the physics section and you will go to get that book, and you will refer both, right? Similarly, you need to know where the information is there, okay, for your business need. That is more critical part of it. Okay. Now we are starting with the very basic level of table informations. Okay. Okay. Whenever you will see there are three parts will be there in any Facets table. First is the module name. Okay. Module name means it is related to claims. Whenever it starts with CMC, It means it's related to the claims module. Okay, this table is a lot to do with the claims. Okay, most of the tables will start with CMC only. Okay, for now you remember only CMC. Okay, that's fine. We can see the later things at some different point of time. The next thing is the actual table name. So whenever they ask you Facets table name, name some few Facets table name, you no need to say. It's better that if you say all these things, but you can say group information will be stored in GIGI table. Claim information will be stored in CLCL table. Claim status will be there in a CLST table. Claim line information will be there in CDML table. Procedure codes will be there in IPCD table. Service IDs will be there in SCDS table. Service definition will be there in SCDF table. Like that, you can say this particular four letters. This is what they will look for. Clear?
Yeah.
So the next thing we have is class information. Class information will be stored in class table.
Yeah.
Class plan information will be stored in CSV. I think CS will be there. I guess CSP. I will say you this tomorrow. Okay. I think only CSP underscore CS plan. I guess. Okay. I will say this tomorrow. Okay. Remember me. Okay.
Okay.
Subscriber table will be
SPS.
Now we have
SAD. SBEL.
clear.
Yeah.
You may know the tables names before, but now you have a better understanding, I believe, from where this information is coming. Okay. Now let's open the document. Abhina, again I'm saying the session recording should be used only for your sole knowledge. You shouldn't share with, you should not share with someone else, okay?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay. Now that we have seen group, subgroup, subscriber, member, class plan, and product. We are seeing this particular link now, okay? This particular L-shaped link, okay? Now, each table is interlinked to each one, okay? We have, from group we will link to SBEL, from SBAD we can link to class, we can link each table with each other, okay? We need to know for that, we need to, from technical aspect, we need to know the SQL joins, but that's fine, okay? So these are all the few tables which we needed for this to handle this EDA E34 or to basically enroll a member into the Facets system, okay?
Okay.
Tomorrow we will construct a sample table for our own purpose, and we will load this information into the table and we will see how it goes, okay?
Okay.
Fine?
Yeah.
Okay. Tomorrow we will construct some sample group table, some sample class table, some sample class plan table, or whatever the table which is needed for our load, and we will see how this particular EDA file is passed and loaded into the database.
Okay. So we are not going to deal with the actual EDI files?
Sorry?
We are not going to deal with the actual EDI files?
I think that's not necessary, because if you know the skeleton of this thing, this is kind of pretty self-explanatory for you as of now, okay? If I
Yeah.
touch that actual EDE file, it will be too much for you and it will be confusing.
Okay.
Okay, let's go step by step. Okay, you feel it's really very slow?
It is little slow, not very slow. Maybe you can go a little more fast.
Oh, is it so? Okay, then fine. Let's pace it up then.
Little.
Okay,
little
see,
more.
always my examples will be very simplistic and very realistic.
Yeah,
I
they're
won't
very
take you to
understandable also.
okay. I won't take you to the actual files or actual facets tables. Okay, if I go and open this actual file, this group table, we have 10 columns. You won't need to know all the 10 columns as of now. Okay, you know it's enough for you to know only 3 or 4 columns for our understanding, because you are very new to the system, right? And you are very new to the IT world also. So let's go climb each step at a time. That's what I would prefer. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, madam. Fine. Then let's meet tomorrow. I will mail you this. Yes, you were about to ask something.
I was going to ask it. How many sessions have you planned, Kumar?
I don't have. I'm not counting on the number of sessions. Okay. Until you feel fine and until you feel that confident that I'm okay to clear the interview, I'm thinking to go on.
Okay.
Why you have any number of sessions in mind?
No, I was asked. So my cousin asked me how long is the training going to go.
Okay. If you want a number, I think it will take
posts coming up. Just couple of things opening up. So he just asked me how long is it going to go.
Oh, okay, fine. If you want your number or if you want a specific number of weeks, I think it will take another 3 weeks for us to wind up all the basics. Okay, I mean starting from this week, next week and the week after. Okay, it will take another 3 weeks for us to wind up the basics.
Okay. And
okay. And after that, we can work on your interviews, I believe, because see, I have worked with a lot of projects. Okay, I can give you some few examples here and there how it works. Okay, but I can't go in detail about the project which I am actually working, because you may end up in a different project which is not at all related to it. Okay. But at some point of time we will have a full stop, right? We can't keep on going on for years or months, right? Okay, at some point of time we will have a full stop, but putting that full stop, it's on up to you. Okay. But or the worst thing is, I will say that okay, it's fine. You are good enough to handle the interview and project. When I feel that, I will say to you on upfront. But I think I won't say that. I won't say that easily.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Veena. I don't worry about how slow we are going. I'm worried about how well you are understanding the concepts.
Yeah. It's going very good. I'm like just getting into my head. But maybe you can, go a little faster than this.
Sure, we'll do that.
Yeah, because even after you're done, I will definitely go through and see what all I have read. So, and even if I don't understand anything, I'm going to stop everything and ask you, like you've noted.
Okay.
So, yeah, you can go a little more faster.
Okay, fine. We'll do that.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Bye. Yeah. Bye. Good night.
Bye.